In the early hours of Monday 1st February, Myanmar's military, also known as Tatmadaw, staged a bloodless coup. State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi, the de facto leader of the government in the Southeast Asian country, has been detained by the military along with President Win Myint, and a one-year state of emergency was declared. Though the Tatmadaw could be acting out alone against its sore defeat in the general election of 2020, Chinese interference or involvement with the coup cannot be ruled out. 3 weeks before Myanmar's military commander took power in a coup, he met the Chinese government top diplomat. In an exchange that pointed to potential support as Myanmar faces the prospect of renewed Western sanctions. Myanmar's own readout of the meeting proved more pretentious. It noted that the military raised complaints to Wong, who was the Chinese diplomat, about Myanmar's November 8 election, saying it was marred by fraud, including discrepancies with the voter list, and told him what the army was doing about it without giving specifics. Since the early morning coup and the arrest of elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi, China has stayed largely quiet, saying only it hoped for stability. Chinese state media has largely held off commenting on what the coup means for China or even using that word, with state news agency Xinhua referring to Monday's event as a major cabinet reshuffle. Experts believe that China will be all too happy to recalibrate its engagement to recognize the new facts on the ground. China has declined to say whether it was giving warning that a coup was coming, but analysts played down the notion that last month's meeting had a bearing on events or that Myanmar gave notice for the takeover. Back when Myanmar's military government was an international pariah, Chinese capital was for the most part the only money in town, but opportunities were limited to extractive projects and hydropower. When the junta began stepping back in 2011, foreign investment into the country rose to account for more than a third of output by 2019. 1/4 of that was from China, and growth also drove demand for Chinese goods. Total monthly trade volume between the two countries, although small at 1.6 billion, has exponentially increased since liberalization began. Beijing also hopes the country will become an important link in China's Belt and Road Initiative. Also, Myanmar's military has an uneven economic record. In 1987, General Ne Win redenominated the currency to suit his numerological superstitions. And now, his successors are back in charge, declaring a state of emergency that will last a year. The junta's commitment to further liberalize foreign direct investment is also in doubt. Oxford economists estimate the coup could have the fiscal year's GDP growth to 2%. And this will surely not favor trade aspirant China at all. So, though it is clear that China was indulged in backdoor diplomacy for the coup in support of the military, but in reality, it is going to miss the stability during the democratic phase. However, since China has found a closer friend in the administration, it will surely going to be benefited.